the melanin is midichlorians. You see what I'm saying? It's midichlorians, microscopic organisms. So they know that based on the way things is going now in the spirit realm, this stuff is becoming, that was dormant in you, is starting to rise up. Let me give you an example. You ride down the street, you think of something, your friend says it. You see more of this shit happening every day now?
Oh, yeah.
You ride in the street, you think of something, your friend goes, so. Or you talking about somebody in the phone ring. I talk you up. No, this shit is happening because these things are merging together. Now, you know, the devil always knows when things is getting ready to come because they study us around the clock. So now, to show you what happened, it hit close to home. My mama go, and she go get the melanin shots, because that's what it was, a melanin disbursement, a diffusion shot. So now, she go get this flu shot. She come back, she's allergic to everything in her house. I said, yeah. She said, but now this the kicker. Well, they asked the CDC, the head woman of the CDC. They said, what is the flu shot? First of all, they say, if you don't take it the first 2 weeks in October, it don't work. So why they had a group of motherfuckers standing outside long lines to get something that don't work after the first week in October? Alright? Now, in the round of the CDC, in October, they didn't call it the flu shot. They said, come get your SARS shot. So get your SARS shot. They said it for a week, and people started asking questions. Then it became the flu shot again. Alright, now, stick with me. The woman said that the flu shot is 3 strings of flu. Alright, there. You gonna let a motherfucker inject 3 strings of flu in your ass? Oh, it's supposed to be to make immune. No, I don't want to hear to say no snake venom. And you're the one that giving me this shit. Alright, now check it out. 4 strings of flu. They asked my mama, because they don't want to kill her on the premises. Don't want a lawsuit. You know, malpractice suit is the greatest things in the country now. If the malpractice shit is like, you know, every other person is dying from malpractice. It's off the chain. So they get ready to outlaw you suing doctors.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Okay. So they told her before, while she was taking it, of course, if you're lactose intolerant, you can't take this shot. What they ain't telling black people is all black people are lactose intolerant based on melanin. Now, you might have the capacity to eat some cheese. You know what I'm saying? But melanin is shut down by lactose. You understand what I'm saying? So they already know what they're doing. They give them 3 strands of flu or whatever. They say 3 strands of flu is some bullshit up in there. And they wrap it in a lactose base, which means it automatically attacks the melanin, so the melanin can't have the defenses to knock out. Okay. Because it's a germ and it's flu, what it does is it goes in, and what it does is it eats up all of the enzymes in your body that will make you see what I'm saying? That will make you immune to certain things. So if she living in a house that was built 50 years ago, naturally, it's an old ass house. Naturally, if your whole immune system been knocked out, you're going to get allergic to the rug or whatever kind of shit. Molded boys up under the damn house. Okay? So now she can't live in her house because they done knocked out all the enzymes. I said, okay, they're fucking with them midichlorians, the microscopic organisms in the melanin. So they said, no, we got to make this shit mass. So they get in planes and do the chemtrails and give everybody the flu. Give everybody the flu. You see. So, you know, your chemtrails is these things that they put in the plane, you know, they drop all these germs off there with airplanes. So they get in the planes and do chemtrails, give everybody the flu. So they're going to get your ass now. Now they said that the flu shot don't work 2 weeks after October. So they give everybody the flu. Then they create a panic. They go, we bought out of flu shots. It's going to be gone by Monday. So every nigger in the United States line up. Meanwhile, they go to the local supermarket and they're giving the shit out for free. Now check this out. Now I'm trying to look at this now. They said it cost Georgia almost $10 million to bring the flu shot to Georgia to give to black people in Kroger supermarket for free. Wait a minute now. You're going to spend $10 million to give a flu shot to niggas that you don't like and you've been trying to kill since they've been here. See what I'm saying here? So we know that what it is a melanin warfare, and the only thing they had to do was to take a bunch of germs and wrap them in a lactose casing. And these germs would come in and they would kill certain microscopic organisms. Now, the thing about it is what they don't realize is the melanin is replicating itself. Whereas they have amino acids, that's why you got to get you some selenium, phenylalanine, and L-lysine. The phenylalanine and L-lysine is your amino acids, and selenium is a mineral, and that's real good for the melanin. You see what I'm saying? So, selenium, phenylalanine, and L-lysine. You see what I'm saying? Also, that's real good for the melanin and stuff like that. Also, now. So now, they already know that this thing is replicating itself. So what's happening here is there's a fight going on. One of the sisters was doing work in the labs in Detroit, and they were studying black DNA, and the DNA had these amino acids popping up on it every day, new amino acids. This is all, I'm giving you microscopic levels of the spirit realm, because it's all spirit and science is one and the same. And you ain't get none of this shit in no goddamn religion. It's all your praying and your alhamdulillah and your Jesus Christ and all that shit there and stuff. You see what I'm saying? That's some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? They would want you to do that. That's why the faith-based initiative that they did to get motherfuckers to go to the war. Why you think nobody protested? Why you think no Muslims and no mosque protested? Because they gave them faith-based initiatives. See what I'm saying? So they already know if you're stuck in a religion, you through dead. Well, they're on a whole other level here. And that shit is obsolete when it comes to the spirit world. And I know what I'm talking about. I deal with the spirit world every day. And I'm trying to tell you, the spirit world ain't got nothing to do with no religion. It ain't got nothing to do with no praying or none of that kind of stuff. So you can pray to them. I'm going to tell you how they are. The gods is something. You pray to them, they be like, okay, I'll get you the shit a month from now. And they're just that way. That's just the way they are. Because guess what? They are Negroes. Just because you say some shit, you know what I'm saying? They might just out of spite. They say, fuck it, I'll get to it a month from now. You know what I'm saying? Alright then. Now if you curse their ass out, they might get to the shit a week before you curse them out because they know you mean business. See what I'm saying? So you got to know in the spirit world ain't got nothing. It's got something to do with your force on the inside. That's called the blasphemy of the gods. And you're going to have to get on that level soon. That's in the Mahabharata. Arjuna, he's trying to deal with the gods and they're fighting this war and all kind of shit going. And it's when he blasphemes, then the gods get going. Because guess what? Those gods only are components inside of him. And when he blasphemes, he actually raises the actual energy. That's why Shiva, when he gets mad, he kills motherfuckers with his third eye. And the gods bow down. You understand what I'm saying? I'm going ahead of myself, but you're going to have to get to that level. That's a child. When you was a child, you had to pray, you had to do all that stuff, because when Horus in the mythology is a child, the elemental spirits is his protectors. Because he don't know nothing, he has to ask them for things. But when he becomes the Kim Horus, the adult, they become his servants. So when I get mad and say, God damn it, I want some shit happen, then it happens. With me, it's only when I get mad. See what I'm saying? It's only when I get mad and stuff like that. So the government already knows. Just keep, just keep it going. Keep us, So they do keep a certain amount of things on, like a couple of bills they don't cut off, like the telephone and shit like that. But then my landlord a black man, so other God. That's a whole other story. Nigga knocking on my damn door. He a black man, so But the white man say, no, we want to keep him comfortable, because when you get mad and frustrated, that's when the God's got to respond. I'm talking about a whole nother level here. Because you have been in the other schools of worship, and you've done that good, but that's now your crutch. Now you have to become one above the gods, which is called the anti-gods. We're going to get into that. And you got to start rebelling against human thought. If it makes common sense in a world like this, get mad. Because you don't want it to line up. You know what I'm saying? You know how it is when some of you get educated and you get a little pride and you don't want to offend nobody because you're pride, so you let shit happen. You know what I'm saying? So you'll let shit slide. It's when you get one of them niggas that ain't been educated out of the straight up ghetto and that motherfucker go,
That's right.
You see a cracker might do something, give that nigga some shit and let him get up out of here.
Exactly.
And you've been trying to do some shit, you know what I'm saying? But you done stand for yourself. But this one here that ain't been educated or indoctrinated, he ain't bound by them laws. He might come up in there and something, I don't know how rigid the rule is, something new gonna happen, because you done got the wrong nigga up in this shit right here. And he don't know nothing about no protocol and no etiquette. This motherfucker, goddamn it, I'm getting ready to turn this motherfucker out and cry. So just to keep face, the cracker be like, get that motherfucker where they want to get him up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Because he ain't bound by the same fucking laws. Alright, well, it's the same thing with this spirit shit. You know what I'm saying? You get mad and like, no, fuck that.
Exactly.
See what I'm saying? I said, I'm about to disband all this ritual shit and dismantle all this shit. I told them Christmas. I said, I'm about to dismantle all this shit. One of them, I ain't no demon. I'm saying, well, you acting like one. You know, so you got, so it's a whole other spiritual ecology you got to get on. I'm going ahead of myself. But y'all, you see what I'm saying? You shouldn't come to no damn lecture to get stuff that agrees with what you already know. You understand what I'm saying? It's supposed to be cutting edge. See what I'm saying? It's supposed to be cutting edge. You know? Ridiculous. Say the mundane and the monumental. Well, the monumental is supposed to be something that is horrific. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm riding around with a nigga the other day. We go by a police car. He said, I'm about to key scratch all these police cars in this place. I'm going to get the key scratching in a goddamn minute. I'm looking at this nigga right here. But he ain't bound by them same laws. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't trained to say, yeah, I'm going to key scratch every last one of them. You know, so this is the kind of thing we talk about on this particular level. So now, these energies inside of you, they know that they got to keep this shit dormant. You see, so the dead folks out there, you see what I'm saying? They're the decoy for you. Now, with you were shut down because you were still stuck in traditions that was based on another cycle. It was a cycle based on civilization. The cycle been gone, deteriorated. Now we're talking about going to another reality. And you thinking like fucking humans. So you got to stop thinking like humans. You got to rebel against human thought. You see what I'm saying? And humanity has to become the enemy. You see what I'm saying? You got to think. It's the same as, let me explain something. It's the same as Godzilla. You see Godzilla kicking over buildings and shit. It don't have the same kind of moralism that you done vandalize something. It's Godzilla and you getting the fuck out of its way because you know it does what it does. It's not a part of your human realm. So the laws don't apply to it. Alright? Well, it's the same concept when we're talking about becoming this particular entities, because at this particular time, you must understand this. Let me explain something to you so you understand what I do. I'm not in the aspect of improving your life. Now, I'm not saying that that's not a part of the thing, because as long as you're here, we need some damn relief.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? when that homeboy was knocking on my door Monday, you see what I'm saying, I had to have $1,300. I needed some damn relief. So I had to compromise. You see what I'm saying? I said, I'll get the rest of your shit in about 2 weeks, and so I'll pass in the hat. But, so I understand the particular part of human survival and people that come to help you improve your life. But I represent another aspect of you that's the aspect of where we ultimately ending up. And that is beyond the realm of humanity, the metamorphosis. So my thing is not, so if I sound like I'm crazy, it's because I'm not coming to, you got to understand the different speakers. My spirit realm has led me, I'm not coming to improve your life. Because y'all are a little better than me. You know what I'm saying? I live on the minimal level. You know what I'm saying? So I'm back down to 1 hour on my stove and take me 4 hours to cook a goddamn meal. You see, so the point I'm trying to make here is we're trying to jump beyond the concepts of what is rational, what is logical. You go to conference, and we all know what we don't do. You know what I'm saying? How the dollar bill turns over 37 times in the Jewish community and don't turn over none in ours. You know what I'm saying? So we understand that we fucked up. So what we're talking about here is the overhauling of the whole thing. So I come to you to give you something that's totally outside of your logical function. You see what I'm saying? So now permeating into this particular aspect, what gets these midichlorians or the melanin going, I'm talking about the inner melanin. You see what I'm saying? Is abnormal behavior. You understand what I'm saying? It's abnormal behavior. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes the grotesque. You know what I'm saying? Or any kind of thing like that, you see. It's not physical act, mentally. You see what I'm saying? Mentally. You know, stuff like that. Now, so these are types of things in order to jump into another alternative reality, not necessarily bordering on the familiarity. Now, so they know that they got to come in, and they got a bunch of people to take this flu shot. Meanwhile, what this thing does is it retards the melanin. But it doesn't matter about the masses because they're not the ones, you see what I'm saying, that's on deck for the breakthrough. You are, because you have, and it doesn't matter if you came in this shit yesterday, for the mere fact you're conscious. It took a lot of energy to break outside of your normal function. Some people been in it 20 years, some people been in it 10 years, some people been in it 2 hours. But it's our chemical process that's going on. You see what I'm saying? And so what's happening here is, there's certain things that's lining up in you. You see? And for the mere fact that the cracker had to come and give these flu shots and create a panic. You see? And then put some flu out here and stuff to make the panic happen, means that he's trying to shut down something because he knows his fucking time is up.